cars and I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Tape my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Just wanna be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep. Believe kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's sleeping on day. Dreams got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Hello everybody. Welcome to Hot Wheels Racing Stream number 3. How we all doing? As we can see, we got some better camera angles. We got a nice overlay. Let me make sure my mic's actually working. That would be very awkward. All right, we are all set for Hot Wheels. I'm gonna keep it kind of close to my face here. If it gets annoying, just let me know, so I can understand it being a little a little obnoxious here. Let's see. I need to move some stuff around. One sec, y'all. Not me like hitting go ready before I'm actually ready. I love doing that. It's honestly my favorite though, if I'm gonna be real with you guys. Because I want to have stream avatars on while we're doing Hot Wheels. That would be a lot of fun. Pretty sure I got it all connected proper. There they are. Okay. Perfect. Look at that. We got stream avatars and Hot Wheels. What more could you guys want? Okay, so Hot Wheels Racing Stream number 3. I don't have any new cars to introduce this race. We're going to start it off with 4 cars this race. That was just kind of our introductory race. Our winner, of course, being the yellow Honda Civic. I've actually got a notebook here. I'm just now realizing I could totally use it to record winners. Here, I got to swap it out with something, though, because I'm currently... So I've got my lights set up here, right? I've got them kind of hanging off the side of my desk. I was using my notebook that has literally nothing written in it to hold down those lights as an anchor so they can kind of suspend off the desk. They're like little light rods. It's hard to explain, but it helps with the lighting. It makes the track look a lot cleaner, helps the footage look a lot better. So I'm going to actually use this journal today. We're going to start keeping a record of our best performing vehicles. How fun would that be, guys? We're going to start recording our winners. And it's me, your boy, doesn't know where a pen is. McGee. Gotta throw in the McGee there somewhere. Just like old Fart P. McGee, you know who you are. Alright, there's my pen. Yeah, let's, so warm-up races I'm not really gonna count. But we'll start recording our Hot Wheels Racing tab. I can show you guys right here on our journal. So we can kind of summarize our race day and see who the reigning champion of race day number 3 is going to be. Now, the way that these races will be tracked, I'm going to go ahead and close the door here so there's no feedback from Victoria in the other room. She's playing some fun games. As we were saying, so with the way we're going to be tracking everything is all races will be recorded on this notepad. If it is a multiple of 10, if it is the race 10, 20, 30, 40, those races are all going to be worth 2 points, and the end of race will also be worth 3. So that will determine our winners for Hot Wheels Racing Bout number 3. Now that said, we're going to go ahead and start it off with our three main competitors. We're going to go ahead and give the little guys a shot here. I'll show you guys our lineup really quickly. Make sure, yeah, you guys can see it a lot better now. They don't just look like little blobs with wheels. We are looking at the Fiat 500e, the Tesla Roadster, the Lotus Elise, I believe is what that one's called. Let me double check that. Yeah, Lotus Emira, my apologies. They're all Lotus Elises to me. And the Honda Civic Custom. If you guys like my paint job, let me know, or my banner, let me know what you guys think. I wanted to try to cut the camera off as much as I can to limit the amount of crotch you guys see here, so hopefully it's not too bad. I feel like you can just see legs right now, and that's what I wanted. I don't want you guys to just be seeing a nice little open shot of my crotch this whole time. So, without further delay though, now, the reason we are starting, I cannot find rare mode, it's my favorite. The reason we're starting with these lower tiered cars in the beginning is to give them a shot to maintain that pace, to maintain that late game edge. Because if we started this race with the Ford GT, with the RS 2000s, with the Nissan Leaf, the Quattro, we know they're going to get stomped. They have shown before that they can, in fact, not keep up with those cars. So we're putting them in a league all their own. This is also going to help us keep track of what race number we are on. I'm going to go ahead and get my notebook all set up here. And yeah, we'll start keeping a tally of the best performing racers of Hot Wheels stream number 3. So I'm going to go ahead and write these names down. We're going to do the... my pen doesn't work. So we're going to add in Tesla R, the Fiat, the Lotus. Gotta write all these guys down here. Oh, my pen might have just died actually. We might be cooked here, chat. It also would not be a Frito stream if I did not have allergies the entire time the nanosecond I hit live, even though I've been fine literally all day. Pen, I have never used you in your entire life. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Well, let's do it. Let's just do another race. I'm going to start them off kind of slow here. Let them cruise. And I'm going to try to find another writing utensil. Does seem like our cars are off to a nice clean start, though. We love to see that. Reese's Pieces Steady Beer hanging out up there. We got Narwhal poking up from the bottom as well. Okay, I have a Crayola pen. Oh, wait, there's a pen right there. Okay, perfect. I'd rather use a pen because I'm acoustic. Alright, this pen's going in the trash, so this one's not usable. We love a usable pen. Alrighty. We're going to let these racers just kind of cruise along for a minute while we get them all set up on this board here. Okay, the Roadster and the Honda. The Honda I can't spell. Alright. So, we have our 4 racers on the board. Let's go ahead and turn the heat up on them. Let's put them all the way up to 1.5 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and put that heat on early. Decent stability from these drivers. Now again, I picked these cars due to their low performing rates, and a lot of that has to do with their lower weight capacity, right? So they can't quite pull themselves forward as much. They're not as stable. We're seeing some issues there from the 73 Honda Civic, a little bit of fishtailing from the Lotus Emira as well. We're going to go to 2.5 miles per hour now. A massive spin out from the Lotus. The Roadster hitting the Fiat 500 with an attempted recovery, and they just cannot get it together. The 73 Honda Civic does take the first win of the night, as well as the win in the introduction race. So congratulations, Honda Civic. I'm going to put a little 1 next to him. So we're coming into R2 now. So we're going to mark R1, coming into R2. Alright, yeah, I'm going to keep a little track in my notebook of these races. We're going to go ahead and swap him to that middle left side. He's seeming to really favor the right, so we don't want him to get too comfy. We don't want to give him an advantage every single race. We always like to break them up, switch it up, because we like inconsistencies. Inconsistencies are fun. Alright, next race. Race number 2. On race number 3, we are going to introduce a new driver while folks are coming on in here. We're going to go right to 2 miles an hour. Little bit of pitting there. 73 Honda Civic really giving it to the Roadster, not letting them out of the pocket there. The Lotus again having trouble with that stability, slowly losing ground. Fishtailing across the ring, a massive spin out from the Fiat. The 73 Honda Civic follows suit, and the Tesla Roadster takes the win. Anytime I am even slightly worried that we will have an inconsistent race where we just keep getting the same winner over and over, making sure he wasn't actually hooked on there. Hot Wheels racing never ceases to amaze me. So, we are all on R3. We're going to be on about 3 now of Hot Wheels Racing stream number 3. We are going to go ahead, and I see there's not really anyone in here with us. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and add in a new driver. Let's see. But for my VOD watchers out there, let me know what you guys think. Are there any cars you would like to see added? Any cars that you would like me to go out and pick up? Let me know in the comments, guys. I wanna hear it. I wanna know what you guys are feeling. I really need to start streaming this to TikTok. Oh, I just have to mute my mic every now and then to get my sniffles on. So we're gonna add one that's not too crazy of a competitor. Let's get the Pink Slips Aston Martin in there next. We're gonna go and start introducing our big boys, and let's strap in for race number 3, shall we? Off to a nice clean start. No stallouts. Massive pit executed by the Amira. Not able to recover from the Civic or the Amira. They're both down. The Martin taking its comfy spot on that left side. We have the Fiat and the Tesla Roadster struggling for stability. The Fiat really fishtailing a little bit here, really struggling to maintain. We're going to go to 3.1. A lot of heat on for these guys. A massive spin out from the Fiat, followed by the Roadster, and the Aston Martin Vantage does take the victory on round number 3. We're going to mark him as Ashton PS and go ahead and give him his first win. Next, we're going to race number 4. Let's do it. Let's do it. So we're going to have the same competitors. Aston Martin really favoring that left side. We're not going to continuously give these drivers an advantage. Once we kind of learn their style, their tricks, because we like to give everyone a fair chance, a nice fair race to flex their stuff, to show what they're made of. Now, we have seen some really good balancing from the Lotus Amira there, but the problem is, again, with that much shorter body and that much lighter weight, it just cannot maintain that same stability, that same speed as these longer cars and these heavier cars can. So let's jump back into race number 4, shall we? A little bit of stalling there, going to 1.9 right out the gate. A nasty pit from the Aston Martin. The Honda Civic and Lotus almost following suit. The Civic is down now, though. What a recovery, though. Let's talk about that. What a recovery from the Lotus. Sorry if my announcing is a little stuttery, you guys. I'm going to do my best to keep up with it. I am very tired. So we are at 2 miles an hour now. We have the Tesla Roadster and the Fiat really killing it up there in the front, and our Lotus kind of hanging out in the back. They're not doing much. We're going to 3 miles an hour now. I think we're going to start seeing some problems here. These guys usually start to poop out around 3 miles per hour. Major instability from the Fiat, goes spinning, and the Tesla Roadster goes with it. The Lotus Amira takes its first win of Hot Wheels Racing number 3. Congratulations, Lotus Amira. With a reversal, too. Nice reversal hook on that yarn rope. Now, eventually, we will be upgrading to bungee cords. I've talked about that for the last 2 streams. I'm sorry it hasn't happened, guys. I promise it's coming. We've just had some more pressing matters at the moment, but I digress. So we will start to see potentially shorter races, potentially more chaotic races, once we do eliminate these yarn, because they do have a tendency to get hooked on these. I definitely need to lubricate this on my next stream, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get into race number 5. How are we all doing? How are we all feeling? I appreciate you guys tuning in to watch me this evening. So, on race number 6, we will hold a vote just to see if anyone's hanging out with us this evening. We're going to have a vote on our next car joining us. I think we're going to do race 7, actually. Let's do that on race 7. Without delay, let's do race number 5. Nice clean start from all drivers. We're going to put the heat on early. We're going to 2.1. Well, nasty little pit there from the Fiat 500.
Today?
I have washed my ass today. No cars out yet, though. The Fiat in reverse, currently in a stuck with the pit between the 73 Honda Civic. The Lotus and the Tesla, very unstable vehicles, both struggling to find that stability. Trading a lot of pain up there in the front. The Fiat slowly getting pushed back. The Aston Martin Pink Slip struggling to maintain. The Lotus might be crashing out here, though. This might be it for the Lotus, folks. gets a nice little hook there at the end, and the Fiat and Honda both go down. We are left with the Aston Martin, the Lotus, and the Roadster. Now it looks like the Aston Martin and the Lotus both have very nice, comfortable spots there on the yarn guardrails. They're going to go to 3 miles per hour. See if they can hold those spots. The Tesla doing what it does best. Oh, I was going to say it's spinning out. We're at max speed, you guys. Oh, and the pink slips does go down. Incredible performance from these guys tonight. I have never seen these cars maintain these speeds, but this does go to the Tesla Roadster. That is the second win for the Tesla Roadster tonight. Race number 6 coming up at you. We're actually going to start keeping track. We'll say at the end who the best performing cars were. Hi, baby. I did wash my butt today. I washed it so good. Alright, let's get into it. Let's get into race number 6. That last race did go to the Tesla Roadster. That is its second win tonight. Came out swinging in tonight's races. After this race, we will be introducing a new driver. If anyone would like to hold a vote, I can throw out 3 cars. Let me know what you're thinking. We'll have a 60-second vote, but until then, let's get into race number 6. Bad stall out there for the Tesla Roadster. Goes down, just cannot get it together. What a shame. Some stability problems going on up there with our main 3, but again, that does happen with them. The pink slips finding a nice comfortable spot on the arm. We're going to go ahead and put the heat on at 3 miles per hour. A massive crash out between the Lotus and the Fiat 500. We are left with the Aston Martin Vantage and the Honda 73 Civic. Now again, these longer cars tend to do better on these tracks, not necessarily always because of their length or their weight, but sometimes they just have an easier time of getting that hook, maintaining that space on those sides. We're going to go ahead and put max speed here and put a minute on the clock. If these 2 racers cannot finish it, we will be going into overtime. The Vantage slowly losing some positions here. Both drivers struggling, and the win does go to the 73 Honda Civic. That is the Honda Civic's second win tonight. Everyone has won one tonight except our boy, the Fiat 500. Is it just not meant to be? Still a great racer, though. We're not going to count him out just yet. So we are on race number 7. What do you guys think? Should we hold a vote? I'll let you guys let me know in the comments while we get set up for race number 7. Yeah, race 7. So I'll also go ahead and put 3 drivers on the track. We have the Aston Martin Hot Wheel Edition, we have the DeLorean, and we have the Boss Mustang. Or, if you like, green, the blue, or the red. Make it nice and simple for you guys. What are those? Are those called primary colors? I don't know. I don't know my colors. I only know which colors are tastiest. Alright guys, let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're thinking. I'll give it a minute. Alright, y'all. We're going to go ahead and close that up. We're going to go ahead and give that to Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If he holla, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright, we're going with the Aston Martin Vantage Hot Wheels Edition. The Aston Martin Pink Slips does have its competition on the track now. They both perform about the same. Very excited with the Pink Slips. It had a very rough start early on in this series, but it has made quite the comeback nonetheless. We're going to go ahead and get him marked down in the books. And we are all set to start race number 7. Let's go. Going right to 2.1. Don't want to give them too much time to get comfortable there. These compact cars absolutely killing it tonight. They had the opportunity to shine, and they did not waste it. Going at 2.5 miles per hour. And the 73 Civic does have a full spin out. They are off the track. Fiat 500 struggling to find that stability, takes the Tesla Roadster down, attempts the recovery almost. You got to give him credit where credit's due. That Aston Martin struggling on that right side. We're going to go ahead and go to 3.4 miles per hour now. Going to max speed. The Lotus, desperate for its first win, struggling to beat the Pink Slips, but it does unfortunately go down right then and there. I'm going to loosen up this guardrail just a touch. That's very tight. We're not trying to start any fires in here. So again, that is the second win for tonight for the Aston Martin Pink Slips. What do you think about that, Reese's Pieces Teddy Bear, with the current score of the Tesla Roadster at 2, the Fiat 0, Lotus 1, Honda 2, Honda Civic Custom 2, Aston Pink Slips, and the regular Aston Martin 2-1, or 2-0. What do you think, Reese's Pieces Teddy Bear? You are correct, Reese's Pieces Teddy Bear. I think we've been giving the Vantage a little too much leeway playing on that left side because they clearly favor the left, as does the Aston Martin Vantage favors the right. So we're going to, again, switch these guys up. Don't let them get comfortable. Don't let them get cocky. Real shame for the Lotus there. They could have grabbed their second win for the night. They just could not maintain that pace, though, with the Aston Martin Pink Slips. And without delay... Just kidding, I need to mark on my notebook what race this is or I'll forget. False start, false start. Alright, without delay, welcome to race number 8. Let's get it. Going in hard early with the 1.9. A massive crash out involving the Civic and the Pink Slips, and both Aston Martins are down now. The Fiat 500 recovering in reverse here. They are not messing around. They want this win like it's nothing. We're going to 2.8 miles per hour. The Lotus really struggling to find that footing, bouncing off that guardrail, swerving to that right side, finally finding some semblance of stability over there. But can they maintain? It does not look like it. We're going to 3.3 miles per hour now. These three racers managing to hang on for dear life. The Fiat 500 not willing to quit. They want this win so bad with how rough of a night it has been with the racing starter advantage that they have had tonight. We're going to 4 miles an hour. 1 minute on the clock. If they cannot finish it, we will go into overtime. Doing an incredible job here of maintaining their paces on this track. The racers have roughly 45 seconds to make something happen here. It does not look like much is going to change from this situation, but you never know. I like to give them a minute. I like to give them a second to figure it out. Racers have 15 seconds left. That is 15 seconds on the clock to end this race. And that is time. We are putting a stop to it here. We're going to go ahead and go into overtime. This is our first overtime, which is pretty impressive considering we are 8 races in at this point. We're going to go ahead and put everyone up to the starting line. The way the overtime works, as soon as we hit 4 miles per hour, the minute on the clock starts. The racers have 1 minute to win. Whoever, if there are multiple racers still on the track after the 60 seconds are up, then it will go to highest position will take the win for race number 8. All right, let's jump into it. So again, just right to max speed, no hesitation. And we are at max speed. We'll wait to see if anything happens here. A massive pit followed by a crash out involving the Fiat and the Lotus, and that is it for race number 8. The Tesla, unable to maintain its pace 2, does go down, but doesn't matter. They're going to have to repair it anyways, so they can use their win money. That is win number 3 tonight for the Tesla Roadster. They are currently in lead tonight for all of the races. That's right, we're actually recording each race now. Not by popular demand, but simply because I thought it'd be kind of a fun feature. All right. Solid race there between all these guys. Really, really happy when we do see it go back down to the little guys. They get a nice little shot tonight at the gold. And who am I to stand in their way? After race number 9, we will be having a new vehicle coming in. Let me know now if you would like to participate in that vote. Now's the time to make your voice heard. If not, I'm going to just pick a car and we're just going to keep on racing. Alright, without further delay, let's get into race. Stand by, let me make sure I actually mark that. Race number 9. Thank you for the reverb fart, B. I appreciate you. Alright, without further delay, again, get your voices out there. Let me know if you want to vote on who the next car will be, and if so, I will show you 3 racers and you will let me know which one you want. Let's get it. Race number 9. We're going to start it nice and easy here. We're going to let him just cruise. We're just going to let him hang out at 0.5. Give him that false sense of security. Letting everyone kind of settle where they want to be, and then let's turn up the heat on him. Let's hit him with 3 miles per hour. That is 3 miles per hour hit. The Aston Martins both struggling here. The Tesla Roadster, unable to maintain control, takes the Aston Martin down with him. A massive spin out between the Lotus and the Fiat, and we are left with the Honda Civic and the Aston Martin pink slips. They are both using the guardrail to their advantage. They found a nice footing there on that rail. We're going to max speed now. If these racers cannot finish this, but it looks like they're going to, but they have 1 minute to finish this race themselves, or we're going to finish it for them. Let's see what these guys can do. The pink slips really managing to maintain that pace, while the Honda Civic struggling to maintain this pace just due to that smaller body, is not built for these high speeds. Amazing that our Honda Civic can hang on as long as it has. It is no wonder that this guy has managed to take 2 wins in tonight's race. Absolutely incredible racing from this driver. Amazing endurance, and that is 5 seconds until they are going to be going into overtime. And that is it. We are putting a stop to the intro race, and we're going into overtime. I do need to check something with the track. I just need to make sure everything sounds okay, because sometimes the cars are loud. I never realized when I started doing this, the cars are loud, you guys. So I'm just going to let the track run and just make sure there's no funky noises or anything. Just make sure it sounds okay. Yeah, let's adjust this guy. This is pulling so hard tonight. Give me 1 sec. I'm just going to make sure everything's okay under. And this is honestly why I should have done a little check beforehand. Now, it's nothing catastrophic. We just do have, don't be like me and stick your fingers in there before the track comes to a stop. We do have a little bit of grinding going on with some of the stuff we have under there to keep it up. I don't think it's anything bad. It's just like very light grinding against like some paper. I think it should be fine. It just might make it a little extra noisy. Ugh. We are going to be making changes though over time. Just want to make sure our track is not going to get damaged, because that will end stream race day number 3 very, very quickly if that is what's going to occur. So, we are on race number 9, and we are in overtime between the 73 Honda Civic and the Aston Martin Pink Slips. Let's see who takes the gold tonight in race number 9. Now we're going to go right to max speed. Don't let them get comfy. They are trading paint right down the middle, careening to that right side. The Honda Civic and the Aston Martin both hanging on for dear life here. And the Honda Civic does take the fall here, unfortunately. The Aston Martin Pink Slips taking its 3rd race victory of the night, tied with the Tesla Roadster. Massive, huge, large. So, if you're tuning in now, we are going to be holding a vote. We are going to have a new car in now that we are on race number 10. The rules about race number 10 as well. Whatever driver wins does get 2 points for the race instead of 1. That is the rules. So our drivers tonight are the Tesla Roadster and Aston Martin Pink Slips, which is this guy here. And where's my Tesla Roadster? And this guy are both tied currently in 3rd place with three wins each, followed by the 73 Honda Civic, which makes sense. We have seen such an amazing performance tonight for them. They've been given the shot, and they have absolutely ran with it. Then we have the Fiat 500e, really struggling tonight, has not managed to get a single win under its belt. The Lotus Emira, managing to stay ahead, is at 1 win, and finally again our regular Aston Martin Hot Wheel, struggling with their debut at 0 wins, tied for last place with the Fiat 500. Now, let's go ahead and we'll get the votes in. I'm gonna pick 3 cars on the board. Also, let me know down in the comments, you guys, are there any cars you would like me to pick up and add to Hot Wheels Racing? I would love to. If there's any particular car you guys want me to check out online, I will be happy to get it and get it involved in Hot Wheel Racing. So we're gonna hold a vote though. We have the green RS 2000, we have the Boss 69 Mustang, and we got, honestly, my favorite, if there are no votes, we got the 2000 Mitsubishi Lancer. Or for simplicity's sake, we got the green, the red, and the yellow. I almost said the green, the blue, and the yellow. Alright, let me know what you guys are thinking though. We got 3 cars on the track here. We got a minute on the clock. Let me know what you guys are feeling as far as who the next driver of our race should be. Alrighty. Give you guys like 15 more seconds. Alright, ladies and germs, we're going to go ahead and give it to the Mitsubishi Lancer. Let's go ahead and get into race number 10. This is one of the big races. Taking this one here does count as 2 wins, unless I can find my pen, which I can't. Alright, we will add the Lancer down on the page here. And let's get into race number 10 of tonight's Hot Wheel Racing. Oh, I forgot to remove the contestants off the track. That's my bad. A massive car pileup already starting. 4 cars out of the race. That was the... Oh my gosh, there was too many to count. The Civic, the Lancer, the Martins, both of them, or sorry, one of them, my apologies, and the Fiat 500. The Lotus really careening back and forth here. Not sure what the play is, but I can respect it, Lotus. We're going to 2.4 miles per hour. Aston Martin, once it fits, it sits. Although it got stuck in a nasty pit with the Lotus Emira. I cannot believe that just went down. That puts our Tesla Roadster at 4 wins. Or sorry, my apologies. Make that 6 wins. Or sorry, 5 wins tonight. I can't count. Our Tesla Roadster winning race number 10. Massive. Massive, massive, massive. That pit crew must be so excited tonight. Hi, Nuker. Welcome to Hot Wheel Racing number 3. Thanks for popping in. You've joined us right at the end of race number 10. I have quite a few cars here off to the side. After this race, we can have a vote. If you see one you like, I can show some to you. Let me know if there's any you would like to see join in this race. We're also keeping track of all of our different cars tonight as well to see who the reigning champion of Hot Wheels Racing number 3 is going to be. The theme of this race was giving it to the underdogs right out of the gate to give them that starting advantage to see if they can maintain pace with the big boys later on as they continue to get added in. All right, ladies and germs, let's get into race number 11. Make sure we're all set here. 5. Yeah, okay. Okay. I was just doing my count there. Make sure we're good to go. Race number 11. Let's get it. A little bit of stall out there by the Honda Civic. 3.2 miles per hour now. Heats on early. 4 racers off the track. The Aston Martin following suit, not able to maintain that pace. They have had such a hard time here. The Fiat 500 finally getting a chance. Might be able to pull its first win tonight. We're going to 4 miles per hour. The Fiat 500 struggling against that guardrail with a full spin out and gives it once again to the Tesla Roadster. Holy jeez. Holy jeez. Holy moly. Something. I don't know. That is the end of race 12, or race 11, sorry. The Tesla Roadster, again, staying in the lead with 6 points. I don't even know when this happened. Reese's Pieces Teddy Bear taking a nasty fall. Hope everything's okay with them. I know. The Fiat 500 right there, man. They were so close to victory, but they just could not get it back on track. And such a shame to see such a great lead fumbled like that. But again, you know what you do when you fail? You give up and you go work at McDonald's. That's what you do. I'll see you at the McDonald's Fiat 500. No. Not our Fiat 500. I could never. Alright, let's get our boys onto the track here for race number 12. We're going to go ahead and get a new driver onto the scene. The mismatched socks, I know it makes it even better. You're driving the blue one? Alright, well, I'll give you some extra options tonight. We'll let you pick between the blue ones. So we got the DeLorean, the Ford GT, and the Fantasy T12. I don't really have a name for that one. I just call it the T12. It's not really. I think it's modeled after like a Pininfarina. I really can't tell. I just call it the Fantasy T12. The Ford GT. All right. We got that is a heavy hitter coming onto the scene. They preferred hitting that right side. I'm gonna give them a real hard start to this race, though. I'm not gonna let them be comfortable. I'm not going to let them go to where they want. The Ford GT historically performing very well, very good pick. Ford GT also, of course, being one of the previous holders of the land speed records at 310 miles per hour. But can he go 4 miles per hour? That is the question. Let's get into race number 12. A mad stall out there from the Tesla Roadster. Slowly coming back, though, from the dead. We're going to 2.2 miles per hour. The Ford GT, a nasty spin out. The Ashton to follow suit. An insane amount of collisions here. And my goodness, the Tesla Roadster does take it again. This is unprecedented, y'all. I cannot believe what I am saying. I know. It is all their fault. Absolute dirty play there to our boy, the Ford GT. He had such a shot, such a rough debut, and the Tesla Roadster just so greedy, not letting anyone else race tonight. All right, we are missing someone though. We're missing the Lotus. All right, let's play my favorite game of Where the Hell Did the Lotus Go this time. It's a game we play pretty often on Hot Wheel Racing. Is Where the Hell Did Lotus Go? All right. So I'm also going to be recording the head count on these cars tonight. 6 and 7. So 7 cars in the notebook, 7 cars on the track. Race number 13. After number 13, we're going to get a new car into the race. Welcome to race number 14. Let's get it. Nice clean start from everybody. A little bit of bouncing off that front side. The Ford GT with a bad spin out there recovers and is left alone on the track in reverse with the Lotus. The Lotus unable to maintain that pace, and the Ford GT does take the win for race number 13 with its first win on the board. How you like that, Nuker? You picked a good one. Not only did he win, he won in style. Dude, the Tesla Roadster has been disgusting tonight. The Tesla Roadster has won, what, 6, 7, 8? The Tesla Roadster has won 8 times tonight. I've got it all recorded in my little notebook here. Y'all look. I know, he not only did he win, he did it backwards. He threw that bad boy in reverse. Incredible driving skills displayed tonight by the Ford GT. They had a rough debut, but they made a comeback. And man, are they here to play. You can feel the Tesla starting to sweat a little bit, but I think we're going to have a very hard time for anyone really catching up to that high rank. We are missing a driver. There should be 8 cars in the track. I only see 7. Who is it? Who's missing? Man, the Lancer. Okay, we're missing the Lancer. I knew we were missing somebody. Oh wow, he's like under there. Okay, there we go. It's all part of the Hot Wheels experience is trying to find your cars when they go missing. You got it. You got the W. I'm glad the Ford GT didn't make a liar out of me. I was a little worried he wasn't gonna win after I was like, he's the best, and he really is like the best. Make sure we are 6. Okay, so we are on race number 14 now. Let's get into it, shall we? We're going to start them off early with the heat. We're going to go right to 2.2 miles per hour. We're going to make a big jump early on here. The pack's starting to really struggle on each other. Massive 4-car pile up with a pit, and the Ford GT with the recovery at the last second. 4 cars are out of this race. They are the Honda Civic, Aston Martin, Hot Wheels, the Lotus, and the Mitsubishi Lancer are out of this race. We're going to go to 3 miles an hour now. The Ford GT again, just I will never stop singing its praises. You can't beat perfection. What a recovery when it was stuck in that pit with those other cars. On God. Alright, we're going to give it to him. We're going to maximum speed here. We're going 4 miles per hour now. That is the highest we can go. We're going to see if anything changes here. This Tesla Roadster really trading quite a bit of pain up there with the Aston Martin pink slips. And a massive spin out, taking the Ford GT with him. What a dirty play. He said, if I don't get it, then you don't either. That was dirty, dirty, dirty. All right. Our racers have 1 minute on the clock to end this race. Bro, F you, Tesla, indeed. That was awesome. That was so dirty. The Tesla just not letting the Ford GT tarnish its name tonight. It said, if I can't win, nobody will. You will not catch up to my record of 8 wins tonight. So we are getting close to overtime range. I'm going to go ahead and give them 20 more seconds to make something happen here. Otherwise, we are going into overtime. This will be the Fiat 500's second shot at an overtime victory. This could be it. This could be the race. The Aston Martin pink slips struggling a little bit here, losing some spacing. We are at maximum speed, and this race will stop in 5 seconds. Hi, Fade! Welcome, welcome! And that is it for Hot Wheels race number 14. We are going into overtime. So, we're going to go ahead and start both these racers on this right side of the track. If you're just now tuning in, welcome to Hot Wheels Racing number 3. We've cleaned it up quite a bit. We got a nice little banner up there. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you hate it. We can always switch it up in our next stream. So, if you're just now tuning in, we are in overtime for race number 14. These racers have 1 minute to end the race. After that minute is over, if both racers are still on the track, then it will go to the racer in the higher position. Without further delay, let's get into race number 14 overtime. And again, this is between the Vantage and the Fiat. Finally gets its first win tonight, serpentining with joy. Holy moly, guys, let's give the Fiat 500 a freaking round of applause. Just incredible. We finally got to see a Fiat 500 win after 14 races. That's how many it took. 14 races, you guys. Congratulations to the Fiat 500. Hello, Max, over on the YouTube. Skur, indeed. The Fiat 500 again. Not willing to work at McDonald's, saying, no, I'm not done yet. I'm not out of this race. But not so much of a but. For our next event, though, we will be holding a vote on who the next racer to join us is. We have the Nissan Silva, the Audi Quattro, and the Koenigsegg Gemera. Or, in easier terms, the black one, the blue one, or the yellow one. Let me know what you guys are thinking. What are the votes here? How are we feeling? Who would you guys like to see join us for Hot Wheels Racing race number, what are we on, 15? If you guys missed any of Hot Wheels Racing tonight, worry not, I got you, fam. All of these streams are saved on my YouTube channel. You can also go back through on Twitch, find any clips you like, and drop a little clip, if you'd like to. Alright, we got to vote for black. The big shout out over there for Fade the Umbreon. Go drop this man a follow if you're not. Sideline, wait, what the hell are you talking? Hold on, I missed something, Duker. Oh, the egg. I like how you already know this is the side. So this is what I like to call the loser side. Yeah, the sideline basically. So over here we have the Ford, or sorry, not the Ford Mustang. We have a Dodge Challenger SRT, I believe. The Knight Rider and a some knockoff brand of a Mustang. I don't know why these guys just cannot race on this track. They just can't. They poop out really, really early on. They just can't really compete. And it doesn't make a lot of sense for them to stay on these tracks. Now, granted, these cars are heavy, so you think they would excel here because the heavier the car, the faster it can go, because gravity is constantly pulling it forward. But the problem is these tires on these vehicles are not normal. They're not plastic tires, they're rubber. And for whatever reason, with how gritty this how gritty this track is, it just can't maintain pace on it the way it could maybe with a smoother track. So we got to vote for black, but the neon is pretty. Okay, I hear ya. Yeah, so the oh, you're talking about the yellow one. Yeah, this is the Koenigsegg Gemera. This is like a multi-million-dollar car. All of these vehicles are actually based on real cars as well, which is part of why I like doing this. We only have one fantasy car in the league. This one's more sentimental to me too, and that's why I involve it in the races. It's a very good racer too. That is the Fantasy T12, I call it that. I don't even know if it has a name. It just came with a set of like tracks. The black car is the sideline. It's funny. All right, we're gonna go ahead and give it to the Nissan Silva. Nissan Silva, not ever really a particularly great racer, but they're not a particularly bad one either. They're a very middle of the road competitor, and when you start to see some one-on-ones with the Nissan Silva, you'll really find how well they can race. But without further delay, let's get into race number 15. A nasty stall out there from the Nissan Silva with a huge recovery at the end. 4 cars now out of the race. We are left with the Ford GT leading the pack. The Lotus struggling to find that stability, really creating all over the place, surrendering that position to the Aston Martin in the hopes of something. I don't know what the plan is here. The Lotus doesn't know either. They're late for dinner. They got to pick up the kids. The Silva and the 73 Honda Civic straight chilling over there in their own lane. They're going to go to 3.5 miles per hour, though. We're putting that heat onto the Ford GT, getting settled in his top right pocket. That's where he likes to sit. That's where he likes to win. And the Lotus does go down. The Civic and the Silva both going bumper to bumper, trading a lot of paint there. We're at max speed. We are on the clock now. We got 1 minute for these racers to do something to end this race, or we will be doing it. And the Silva and the Civic both go down. That is huge. The racers have 40 seconds on the clock to make a play here. The Aston Martin really favoring that left side. Once they hit that middle left, that is where they stay. That is where they will stay until the bitter end. So if we do go overtime, we're going to have the Martin on the right and the GT on the left to provide some conflict, to make sure that they can't just fall back into their own ways. The racers have 10 seconds. That is 10 seconds left to end this race, or we will be going into overtime for race number 15. Really, really impressed with how the Tesla Roadster performed tonight. I did not think we were going to see, and that is, we're putting a stop to it. That is genuinely impressive to see. I don't think we have ever seen a compact perform as well tonight as the Tesla Roadster has. I'm just proud of the Fiat for winning, man. You know, because he worked for it. I'm telling you, he worked for it. So, if you guys are ever curious why I call this one the Pink Slips Aston Martin and not just the Aston Martin, it's because we actually have two Aston Martins on the track. This is a different diecast car brand called Pink Slips, and it makes very high quality diecast cars. Really like this one. It's even got fold-outable doors. Very, very cool competitor to Hot Wheels. Now, this one did end up getting benched very early in its career, due to the fact that it has those rubber tires, because we've seen how poorly rubber tires do on this track. It would very quickly poop out. But I think when we just kind of gave him a couple more races to redeem himself. He was on the loser side for a little while, and we did have a King of the Losers race for redemption. The Aston Martin Pink Slips did win that race, hence their redemption back into Hot Wheels racing. Overall, though, if I had to compare the two, I would say the Aston Martin Pink Slips does perform better than the Hot Wheels one. Regardless, let's go ahead and get into overtime of race number 15. Is it a Skyline? Let me double check. No, this one just says it's a Nissan Silvia. Silvia, but I do see where you see it. It does look very Skyline-y. You are correct. Honestly, just Google that. Maybe the Silvia and the Skyline are the same thing. I don't know. I don't know how it works. But forgot to make a quick mark in our journal here because we are at 9 cars. And we are keeping track of all the wins tonight. So let's see who's going to take the gold for race number 15. Let's get it. Nice clean start from both of these racers. We jump right to maximum speed. A huge pit out, but the Ford GT does go off the track first, making it the winner of race number 15. Sometimes you just get races like that where it starts and it ends and less than 20 seconds has gone by, or you get ones where you have to sit there and let them go at it for a minute. That is the end to race number 15. We are on race number 16 now. Let's get it. When the Sylvia Pert First made its debut way back in the day, it had an incredible debut, pulling out its first victory, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I just remember its debut being fairly exceptional. If it did not win, it came damn close to it. But we are going to get set up for race number 16 now. If you guys are curious what we're racing on tonight, this is the Foamly, I think that's what it's called, Foamly walking pad on Walmart. You can pick one of these bad boys up for $100. Please sponsor me a walking pad. I would love to be sponsored by a walking pad that I don't use for anything but Hot Wheels. Without delay, though, let's do a quick car count. That is 9 cars on the track, 9 cars in the notebook. Let's get into race number 16. We're going to start them off nice and easy. We're going to give them a chance to catch their breath after that last race. Let them straighten themselves out a little bit, because it's kind of hard to get them perfectly on there. Already having some drama there. The 4GT getting insanely bullied, tag-teamed by the Sylvia and the Aston Martin Vantage, stuck now in a pit. That could be dangerous for the Ford GT. We're going to 3 miles per hour now. No sleep till Brooklyn. A massive car spin out, leaving no one but the Aston Martin Vantage. Pink Slips. That is the Pink Slips' 4th win tonight. And again, their strategy of if I fits, I sits has been so freaking effective. So, for race number 17, let's get some new blood on the track, shall we? We're going to open it up to the Fantasy T12, to the Koenigsegg Jumeirah, and lastly, our electric vehicle, the Nissan Leaf. Let me know what you guys are thinking. If you just want to call it out by color, that's fine. We got the blue one, the yellow one, and the white one. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Big shout out to everybody joining me tonight for Frito's Hot Wheel Racing stream number 3. Really appreciate all the love and support, guys. It means the world to me. If you are new on the Twitch, don't forget to drop me a follow over there as well. On YouTube, drop me a like and a sub. I appreciate you. So, let me do a quick head count here again. We got 9 cars in the book and 9 cars in the track, so everyone is present. We don't have to do excuse me, I need some water. We don't have to do our favorite game of alright, are all cars present. Alright, what are we thinking? What do you hear? What do you say? Well designed for Hot Wheel races. How do we know that wasn't secretly what it was intended to be used for? Exactly, I know, you're not wrong. That is, I mean, it's kind of perfect for it. My big fat butt would probably damage it walking on it anyways. Yeah, no, it's perfect for Hot Wheels racing. It's nice and cheap. I just wish it could go a little bit faster, but that won't be a problem once we do switch out these yarn guardrails and guard for the starting line, because they do have a tendency, as you guys have seen, they kind of just get snagged on it a little bit, and they use it for that stability. Once we do switch up to bungee cables, we will be able to stop that. They'll just bounce around and fall off the track. But to also counterbalance that, we will also be probably raising the back of the treadmill here up by probably about 1.5 inches to compensate for these racers to be able to stay on just a little bit longer. But we got to vote for yellow, and Fade does get the W. This is our 3rd yellow card joining us for this race evening. And we'll see you later, T12 Nissan Leaf. Let's get into race. I don't even know which one we're on anymore. let me count up again. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is race number 17 that we are currently on. Let's freaking get it. We're going to, again, start him off nice and slow. Just let him straighten out a little bit. Mad stall out there, though, from the Tesla. That was scary. The Civic and the Martin unable to separate. Finally get it together there at the end. Holy moly, that might have been an early race for both of them. A nasty rear end to the Roadster. That was uncalled for. Clearly some beef there between the Vantage and the Roadster. Alright, let's turn the heat up. We're going to 2 miles per hour now. We have almost no vehicles left on the track. The Roadster not willing to quit though, throws it in reverse, and they are disqualified. They have gone over the starting line. And we are just left with the Fiat 500 and the Aston Martin. That's it. That's all we got. Let's just bump into max speed. Let's see how this goes. And the Fiat 500 does take its second win for the night. Absolutely incredible performance here for the Fiat 500. Anything can happen in Hot Wheels racing, man. And anything just did. I don't think anyone saw the egg, as Nuker has so lovingly nicknamed it, taking the gold tonight. While we're getting set up for this next race, I'm going to turn it over to Reese's Pieces Teddy Bear. Reese's Pieces Teddy Bear, let me know what you're thinking. Okay. Had to make some notes in my journal there. I always got to make sure to write down the names of the new cars and like how many that are supposed to be on the track, because then I know if there's any hiding under the track, or you know, any that might have got lost on their way there. But it's not looking good for the competition tonight, you guys. The Tesla Roadster, that's going to be very hard to beat with an 8-point race lead. That is absolutely crazy. So, without further delay, let's get into race number 18. Bring on the rivalry. Illegal pit stop under the track. I know. That's why we do keep a whole ledger now, and a record of who has and who has not won. It's kind of hard to see. The light kind of blinds it, but yeah, you get the idea. We do have a vote for the white car, so on our next race, once we start up race number 19, we will be adding in the Nissan Leaf to this race, just for our boy over on YouTube, Chris. All right, let's get it. Race number 18, let's go. Starting off early at 2 miles per hour. The Ford GT throwing it in reverse, surviving the car pileup from hell. What a recovery there. We're going to 3 miles per hour. It's not even close. The Ford GT once again taking the gold. That was such a short-lived race. Nuker must be happy. So that is the third win tonight for our Ford GT. Absolutely incredible performance by them. And as promised, we will get the Nissan Leaf in here. Just check out that beautiful, beautiful accents on those rims. Such a cool looking car. If you guys haven't already, go drink some water. I threw a curveball at you, didn't I? You thought I was going to be like, go follow this person, give me a sub, drop a comment. Nah. Drink some fucking water, man. The Koenigsegg really kind of having a slow start tonight, though. We've seen some incredible performances from them in the past, so it's a little saddening to see our Koenigsegg doing so poorly in this race. Is absolutely incredible that the Fiat 500 has won not once but twice. I thought it was a pity win. I did not think it was a real win. The Fiat 500 proved me wrong. It proved that when the cards are down, you can still take a victory in Hot Wheels racing. Number 3, we are missing an Aston Martin. He's hiding. All right, quick head count. 11 cars in the notebook. We got 11 cars in the track. We're good to go for race number 19. Yay, indeed. Yeah, I didn't get some more water too. Holy moly. Woo. Yeah, Reese's Pieces of Teddy Bear says go hydrate. And what he says goes. He's the boss. All right, without further delay, let's get into race number 19. Keep the action going, baby. A little bit of a slow start from a few drivers, but no major stallouts there. That's good. A huge car pile up. Ford GT with an recovery over attempt, not able to do it. Down goes 4 more cars. We are left again with the Tesla Roadster, the Nissan Leaf, and the Fiat 500. But for how long? The Fiat 500 really struggling to find its feet there. The Nissan Leaf careening a little bit. Not sure where they want to go. 2.7 miles per hour now. The Tesla Roadster absolutely killing it out front. They have been the sleeper of tonight's races. But can they maintain that 8-car win supremacy? Will this be number 9 for them? Really seeming to favor that left side, finding that stability to the right, but they always seem to want to go back to the left. We're going to go ahead and up the speed, though. We're going to 3.4 miles per hour. All racers really struggling here. The Tesla Roadster does go down. We are left with the Fiat and the Leaf. Neck and neck here. We're going to jump right to 4 miles per hour, and we have a minute on the clock for these racers to end this until we go into overtime. Tonight's stream is brought to you, of course, by water. Water. Fucking drink it. Why are you imagining people betting on Hot Wheels races like this as if they were horse races? Because people will bet on anything, honestly. The racers have 20 seconds left on the clock to end this race. They have both been slowly losing positioning here. The Fiat 500 finally getting some wins under its belt. Very motivated. The Leaf struggling to maintain that same pace, though. Again, these are both very light cars. Now, the Fiat and the Leaf does go down, unfortunately. The Fiat, although, does take another victory. That is the 3rd win of the night for the Fiat 500, tying it with the Ford GT. I don't think anybody was expecting that. But let's get set up for race number 20. After race 20, we are going to have another vote for our next Hot Wheel driver. Do you guys know any cars online that you would love to see me order and get onto the track here? Let me know. Shoot me a comment. I would love to know if there are any Hot Wheel cars, any like IRL car, because Hot Wheels does basically everything. They're actually, fun fact, doing a Ferrari line soon. That's going to be their next big thing is Ferrari, and I'm kind of excited about it. You know, I'm by no means like a crazy Hot Wheels guy. I don't just like let them sit on the wall like doing stuff with them. But I've wanted to do Hot Wheels racing for a while too. Now, one thing I've always wanted to do with these, I've always wanted to do a video where I want to see how many miles you can put on a Hot Wheel until it burns out, until it simply cannot go any longer. And it wouldn't be something where it's like, oh, it can just move freely around on the track. It would have, let me take this guy for example. This is the RS2000, the red RS2000 Ford Escort. It's got actual like holes in the window. You would actually be able to tie like a knot in there and then just have it anchored down here. I want to see how long you can run a Hot Wheel, how many miles you can put on one of these suckers before it does have any kind of major failures. Now we're going to be coming into race number 20. Anytime we are doing a race that is a multiple of 10, that does count as a double win. That counts as a win for 2 races on the board here. So we got 11 cars in the notebook. We got 11 cars on the track. Let's see. Make sure we're good to go. Yep. All right. Without further delay, let's get into race number 20. No. And the Sylvia with a massive stall out there. Such a shame for number 20. This could have been the boost they needed at 2 miles per hour now. A major car pile up, taking down everything except the 73 Honda Civic and the Ford GT. I did see your comment, Cress. I'm sorry White didn't win. I like the Nissan Leaf too, man. I think it's a cool car. We're going to just bump up the speed. We're going right to maximum speed here. We'll see if the Ford GT and the 73 Honda Civic can, in fact, hold it out to overtime. The 73 Civic does go down, giving Ford GT 2 wins, bumping it up to 5 wins for the night. Now again, our Tesla Roadster, this bad boy right here, is currently the reigning champion of Hot Wheels Racing number 3 with 8 wins under its belt, followed by the Ford GT with 5. And in 4th place, we have our Aston Martin Pink Slips. So, I ain't a liar. Boo, Tesla. I know. We need Ford to come through and like give Tesla a reality check, man. All right, so we got 3 racers on the track, but only one can join. We got the Fantasy T12, the red RS2000. I say the red one because we do have another RS2000. We have a green one, and the BMW. What are you guys thinking? All fantastic racers. Toss in your votes. For simplicity's sake, we got the blue, the red, and the orange. Let me know what you guys are feeling. If only you guys knew just how janky my setup is, which is why it can sometimes take a little while to get all the cars rare and ready to go again. Give me 1 sec, I need to check something over on the pooter. And again, if you're just tuning in now, we are holding a vote for which racer will be joining us next. We have the BMW, the TS2000, and the T12 Fantasy, or the blue, the red, and the orange cars, respectively. I need to check something very, very briefly on my live stream here, because I forgot to monetize it, because I'm a dummy. Okay, there we go. Now we are all set on the YouTube stuffies. I hope you guys are enjoying Hot Wheels Racing number 3. We have been in it for 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 53 seconds, and we are on race number 21, holding our vote here. Hope you guys got your votes in, because we're going to go ahead and pick. They're all so cool. How do we choose? I know. Well, I can give you their tendencies. So the BMW really likes careening off to this left side here. It loves kind of maintaining here. It does usually poop out around 3.1 miles per hour. I've noticed that's when it really starts to stress it. RS2000 usually preferring the right, and the T12, that's our wild card. The wild card that he just kind of does whatever he wants. But because he was a car that did come with a track, he is very much so built for practical use. His balancing is very on point. I don't think that there's any actual balancing issues. The only thing in this Hot Wheel that could be offsetting the weight is the steering wheel on the inside of the car cabin. We got to vote for orange. Alright, we got to vote for red. Alright, vote for red, vote for orange. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I need a coin. I'm gonna get a coin. There we go. Okay. I got... What do we got here? We have a dime from 2020. A great year, truly. It was one of the years, I tell you that much. Alright, so we got our dime on the track. Heads will be red. Tails will be going to orange. Oh, 3 for red? Oh my gosh, I didn't see all the reds. My apologies. Okay, yeah, so it's definitely going to red. My bad. How did I miss like 3 votes for red? What the hell? What is wrong with me? But yeah, we'll get our first RS2000 onto the track. This will also be the first red car joining us for the evening. Alright, without further delay, let me get my notebook here. We have 12 cars on the track now. Let me go ahead and get him marked down for the records. This notebook's going to be here for like ever. I should honestly post it too somewhere, just like people can see the Hot Wheel racing history. Hi, Varian. Thanks for popping in. Team Red, we're so back, baby. We're so back. All right. All right. I think we are all set for rally number 21. Let's get it, ladies and germs. Oh my gosh, I got snorfels. Starting it off nice and slow at 5 miles per hour, or 0.5. If there were 5, they would all flown off. Definitely fighting for some positions there. We're going to up the speed, though. We're going to 2 miles per hour. A massive car. Oh my gosh. Holy. Oh, huge recovery there from the 73 Honda Civic, but can they maintain it? Koenigsegg slowly getting comfortable in that right side pocket. What an amazing recovery by the 73 Honda Civic. That was crazy. Hold on, I'm watching that back on the YouTube, dude. That was wild. Sorry, I had to watch that back. We're going to 3.2. Drivers are really maintaining a good pacing here. Nice space. Koenigsegg slowly falling back, though, towards the Nissan Leaf. They're trading paint there, bumper to bumper. The 73 Honda Civic hanging on for dear life at 3.4 miles per hour. They do go down, though. The Fiat 500, again, showing it is not willing to quit. It is not willing to compromise. Slowly losing space, though, to that Ford GT. That Ford GT proven in the past that when it gets into that right pocket, it is GG. So we're going to max speed. 1 minute on the clock. Let's see if these racers can finish this race without us. And the Nissan Leaf does go down, unfortunately. It does not seem as though the Koenigsegg is far behind it. The Ford GT struggling, a full spin out. The Fiat 500 to follow suit. Such a shame. And the Koenigsegg does take its first win of the evening. Very sad to see it had such a rough night, but what a beautiful comeback. Really found its comfy spot back there on the back right, and it was able to outlast these other racers before hitting overtime. I know, the poor dude. What a recovery! That was crazy. The yellow isn't even driving. Red, come on. y'all's comments are amazing. I love it. All right, so that's the end to race number 21. Again, that was the Koenigsegg taking the win there. So we'll go ahead and get set up for race number 22. Really great performance tonight from our Ford GT, sitting pretty with 5 wins under its belt, but can it beat the Tesla Roadster? That is the question. We gave the Tesla a very early start. It was one of the first, I think it was the first 5 that started racing tonight because of the compact size. The compact cars usually don't have as much of a chance to win as some of the longer, high-performing cars. So I wanted to give them a chance to show their stuff, to kind of get their feet under them before all the big boys come through and smash the competition. But the Tesla Roadster, sneaky, has been absolutely killing it in tonight's races. I cannot stop burping, and it's like, I ate salmon, and yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. So we have 12 cars on the notebook. Let's make sure we got 12 cars on the track. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're missing somebody. Who are we missing? Make sure I counted that. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, we're missing somebody. This does happen pretty often. The car drivers, you know, they take some pretty big spills off the side. They do get a little lost. They do get a little confused. It does happen. I believe it's the Leaf. I think it's the Leaf that we're missing. Oh, I felt him. There he is. I got him. Okay. Alrighty. So, 12 cars in the track, 12 cars in the book. Let's get into race number 22. Now, we've been starting them off nice and slow, letting them get their feet under them. Let's hit them hard in the beginning. Let's go straight to 3 miles an hour. Let's see how they do. A massive stall out from the Sylvia. followed by an insane crash out from multiple cars here. Still quite a few on the track, though. The Mitsubishi Lancer hanging out in his lane. The Fiat 500 is disqualified for going over the guardrail. And we are left with the Vantage GT, the Mitsubishi Lancer, and the Koenigsegg Gemera. They are in very dangerous positions there. I don't know if they can quite get around each other to take that advanced position, but we are also not at max speed. If they can survive the minute to overtime, they may have a chance here to beat the Pink Slips. These racers struggling to maintain that pace. It looks like it's going to be an easy win for the Aston Martin Pink Slips. That is the 5th win for the Aston Martin Pink Slips, and an abrupt end to race number 22. We're on race 23 now. All right. So we've had a minute until we've had any new blood coming onto the track, so let's go ahead and open it up to our 3 new contestants. We got the Audi Quattro, the green RS 2000, and the blue DeLorean. What are you guys feeling? What are you thinking? Cast your votes, ladies and germs. To simplify it, you can say blue, green, dark blue. or turquoise, but I know that's kind of a pain to type out on your phones, unless the Auto Cucumber can do it for you. I really need to get set up on TikTok, man. I've been neglecting my talks over there, all 9 of you. Gotta hand it to this yarn, man. It is basically always having just a little bit of friction on this track, and it is just killing it. You gotta give credit where credit's due. This is some very high quality yarn. Did not know that Hot Wheels racing was gonna be an advertisement for yarn, but here we are. So, what are we thinking? What are we feeling? All right, we got blue. We got one for blue. Why are we censoring LMAO? What is wrong with Twitch, dude? All right, we got to vote for blue. Yeah, I don't need to gamble either. I'm right there with you. Filling the blue teal one. Dark blue seems nice. Okay, okay. Gotcha. It looks like we're going to be going with, we got 2 votes for the Quattro. So, just double checking, this is the car that we would like to be joining for race number 23. Does seem like that's the move. Now, the Audi Quattro performing extremely well in previous races. It is the king of stability, although it has been slowly receiving some issues with those back wheels. Now, when it does get stuck in little pit maneuvers like that, where it's grinding against those other cars, that treadmill is constantly pushing on those wheels. And not only is it putting a lot of heat into them, like it literally the wheels get hot. These wheels are attached on very, very small spokes, very delicate pieces of metal or plastic, honestly, I'm not sure which. And once those are bent, the car is done. It really cannot drive anymore. So hopefully it doesn't happen with our Quattro. It's a pretty common car. It would not be hard to replace, but it would be sad to see such a king of the game go. That said, the DeLorean is nice. We've seen some very fun performances from the DeLorean. A very wild card car. Very all over the place. So we got 13. Go ahead and mark him down. Quattro. Yeah, let me give you guys a nice good look at him. I need a better webcam so it's not so fuzzy. Yeah, that is the Audi Quattro. And let's go ahead and make sure we got 13 cars in the track, 13 in the book, 4, 8. I only count 12. Oh, we're missing somebody. I'm telling you, it would not be a Hot Wheels stream if someone did not go missing. And it is the Lotus. That is the king of wanting to hide because they consistently do not win very many races. But it's okay. We love them all the same. And we're going to get everyone nice and settled here, everyone nice and comfy. And let's get into race number 23. Let's do it. Nice slow start here, but a massive stall up from the 73 Honda Civic, and they are out The Sylvia and the Koenigsegg are both down. They are stuck in a pit maneuver. We're going to 2.1, 2.2. A lot of heat here. A big car pile up there. The Ford GT managing to once again come out on top like it always does. Massive fighting there with the Fiat 500. Finally kind of giving the Tesla Roadster a piece of its mind. The Tesla Roadster with a full spin out, not even at max speed. Let's just send it right to 4. And we're going to see if we're going to overtime. Racer's got 1 minute on the clock. How are we going to end this, ladies and germs? The pink slips Aston Martin slowly losing a little bit of ground here, really struggling to maintain that pace with the Ford. Now, while the Ford can maintain these feats for a long amount of time, sometimes it does just careen off course. Sometimes it just can't maintain it for long periods, and that is why we do go and give them a chance before we put it into overtime. If you have not drank water recently, please do so. What's wrong with you? Go drink some water. Come on, Blue. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. He got smacked right out of there. Yeah, he did. So we're going to go ahead and put a stop to that. That is going into overtime for race number 23. So, if you're not familiar with the rules of overtime in Hot Wheels racing, the racers will go straight to max speed. They will get 60 seconds on the clock. If they cannot end the race in those 60 seconds on their own, then the winner will be going to the racer with the highest position, whoever is furthest up on the track. So without delay, let's jump right in. And we are at 4 miles per hour here. A little bit of movement going on. The Ford GT starting to fishtail. Massive fishtailing with a full spin out right in front of the pink slips Aston Martin GT, and that is it for race number 23. Another win for the pink slips. That is the 6th win tonight for the Aston Martin pink slips. I need to blow my nose, y'all. Woo, go Aston Martin. Oh, that's funny. But yep, sorry about that. It would not be a Frito stream if I did not have to constantly get up and blow my own nose. Okay, so let's get into race number 24, shall we? After race number 24, we will be opening it up to a new driver potentially joining us on the track. Now, this is a question for you guys. Kind of want to see what you guys are thinking. And feel free to drop a comment on this as well, my future VOD watchers. Do you guys think there should be an elimination policy? There should be a maximum amount of racers that can come onto the track, and it'll be a process of elimination for whoever has the lowest score. Let's say we set that cap at like 10. Do you think that would be a cool mechanic? How are you guys feeling about that? And then we can see who the big cheese is of the night. The first 2 Hot Wheels racing streams I feel like have really been more like kind of concept testers more than anything. I feel like with recording their wins and stuff like that, and recording like exactly how many drivers are on the track, etc., etc., I feel like we've actually gotten a lot more fun out of these races. We've really been able to see a solid log of their performances. Okay, yeah. Woo, Hot Wheels stream. Hello, hello, my lovely sibling. Sure, we're all up to date, chat. First time seeing this, looks interesting. Thank you. That could be fun. Okay, okay. So we are at 13 cars currently. We will not be introducing a new driver on this next round. Instead, we will be eliminating somebody. However, there are quite a few cars here that are still tied for last. But I think if we're going to go off of fairness here, it's probably, unless the Aston Martin Green can pull out a win tonight, they're going to be eliminated from this race for the remainder of the stream, because they were the 6th edition, technically the first edition to this series, and they have yet to pull a win up. So this is going to be their final death race for tonight. Let's get it. Race number, just kidding, we are on 25-7? I gotta check now. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Yes, 24. Yep, we're on 24. Okay. I just tally up the total like points. So we've got 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. We are missing one driver. Who are we missing? Who is it? Someone done ran off again. They don't want to compete. And can you blame them with stiff competition like this? Oh, guess who? It's our favorite car, the Lotus. Now, I actually did not notice this before, y'all. It looks like my track may have shifted ever so slightly. Might need to make a quick adjustment here. Okay. I think we're good again. Yeah, it looks like our left side kind of got moved around a little bit at some point. Make sure our guardrail is nice and tight. The battle of the whimsical whites, I know. The warriors of the white. Rumble of the red and battle of the blues. Honestly, I need more reds. But we could do a series like that tonight where we do the oranges with the team up with the reds. That could be a fun concept. I'd be down to do that. The battle of the whimsical whites is really just the Nissan. That's it. That's our only white car. Alright, yeah, but without further delay, let's go ahead and get into race number 24. This will be potentially an elimination race between the Lancer Evo or the Aston Martin Hot Wheels variant. So, let's get it. Gonna jump right to 2.2. Put that heat on him early. Massive car spin out early on. We are left with 6 vehicles. The Aston Martin, understanding the assignment, understanding what's on the line here, their career could be over with just one race. Going to 3.2. The Koenigsegg slowly moving position to RS2000 with massive fishtailing. Several drivers go off the track. We are left with the Roadster and the Koenigsegg. This is the end for our boy, the Aston Martin. Let's throw it to max speed. Can the Koenigsegg end the rain, or at least slow down the tide of the Tesla Roadster? Just such a heavy hitting car tonight on Hot Wheels. Alright, we got 60 seconds on the clock. These racers have 60 seconds to end this race on their own, or we will be going into overtime. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. I love doing this. It's so fun to watch. Yeah, I called Mom and Ed too. They seemed like they were vibing. We're gonna try to get together for a celebration sometime this week. And that is, they got about 10 more seconds on the clock to make a play here, or this race will be going overtime. They are neck and neck. The Tesla Roadster shuffling around a little bit, really struggling to maintain pace, but that is the bell. As long as they can stay on the track until the track stops, and they are good to go for the next. All right, and they are in. All right, we are locked in, ladies and germs. Now, due to the fact that the Koenigsegg likes that right side and the Tesla likes that left side, we're going to switch them. We're going to make them fight for their preferred positions because it makes it more interesting. The battle continues, I know. Thankfully, no technical stoppages tonight. That has been pretty pleasant, I'm not going to lie. So we are going to go ahead and cross off the Aston Martin Hot Wheels edition. They are officially ejected from the race tonight. We will be setting a cap of 10. So these next few series will be elimination series. We are going to narrow down the best performing Hot Wheels tonight. That's our big goal. And we'll get all set up for race number 25. Good effort, though. You got to give credit where credit's due. They were one of the last 5 off that track. They did an incredible job of maintaining pace with the rest of these cars. Do you guys like my banner, by the way? I just kind of pulled images off of Google and whipped it up. I also managed to get stream avatars working with this at the same time. You are not going to that right corner or you're going to win again. I've learned my lesson with the Ford GT. If I put him in that top right corner, he is going to win. There's no two ways about it. Okay, so we got 12 cars in the notebook. We should have 12 cars on the track. The Fiat 500, with the installation of these new rules, is very, very far from being ejected from these races. We are still very much so looking at the Nissan, the Lancer, and the Lotus. Those are the 3 that are on the chopping block currently. So, and not the Nissan Leaf, the Nissan Silvia. All right, let's hop into race. Fuck, I don't even know which one we're on anymore. I believe we're on 26. All right, let's get into it. Race number 26. Let's go. Gonna start them off nice and early. Let them kind of even themselves out a bit. A mad stall out there from the Martin. A 4-car pileup. They are out of here, caused by the RS2000. No eliminations here tonight. Just kind of want to see how these drivers perform now that we are over capacity. We're going to 1.4 miles per hour. A lot of stability tonight too. We're seeing a lot of good stuff here. And a massive spin out by the Lotus, taking the Lancer with it. Followed by the Silvia, followed by the Fiat with a beautiful attempt at a recovery there. It really gave its all. The Tesla Roadster just straight chilling in the front, not even phased. The Aston Martin finding that left side again, right where they like to be. Going to 3.3 miles per hour now. The Roadster, a huge spin out, taking the Koenigsegg down with it, followed by the Honda Civic hanging on for dear life. We're at max speed now. Can they survive on the brink of death for 1 full minute? Let's see what they got. Absolutely impressive attempt here from that Honda Civic. That is amazing that they can hang on for dear life like they are right now. The racers have 30 seconds left on the clock to end this. I am genuinely shocked the Honda Civic is hanging on this long. They really want this win. They really don't want their record tarnished at this point. And they do go down, though. Not able to maintain that pace at these speeds. Very unfortunate, but c'est la vie. That is life. C'est la vie. Disney would be very upset with me if you heard me say c'est. Alrighty. I'm going to take a brief break, you guys, to use the restroom. I'll be back very shortly. Thanks for joining me for the end of round 26. We're going to go ahead and queue up round 27, but I will be back very soon. If I can make this mark correctly. I don't know how to write. Alright, gang, I'm back. Sorry about that. Do you guys like my different socks? This one is Pop-Tarts, and this one is Cheez-Its, just so you know. I thought it'd be more fun to like wear sweats and socks, because I don't think you guys want to look at my little feet the whole time while we're doing Hot Wheels racing. It's more fun for those. Blue does have a reputation to uphold. Quite a few of them do. The Aston Martin Pink Slips does not mess around, man. They do not want to be eliminated from this series. So again, we got an extra 2 races on the track that do not belong here. We will be racing to see who will be the next eliminated tonight on Hot Wheels Racing. That last one was just a chance for redemption from any of these drivers in those lower tiers. Now, I actually don't know if we counted that win for the Pink Slips. I'm going to say we did. That would be win number 6 for them. I'm fairly certain I marked it. But let's get set up for race number 27, shall we? The Fiat 500 absolutely shocking everyone tonight with its peak performance. Absolutely unstoppable force. Alright, we got 12 drivers on the board, 12 drivers in the journal, but who will be eliminated tonight? Alright, let's do a quick head count here. We got, yep, that's 12. Alright, cool. Oh, Autistic Nightmare. You know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright. Without delay, though, let's get into race 27. We're going to start him off right into the pain. We're not going to give him a second to breathe. Going straight to 3 miles per hour. A huge stall out from the Silvio with a massive recovery. Look at that. Waking up at the last second. Insane spin outs here from several drivers. We are left with only 4. Sorry, scratch that 3. A huge takedown attempt. And that goes to the Nissan Leaf. That is the Leaf's first win tonight. My goodness. That is what Hot Wheels Racing was all about. That was fast and hard and loud. That was incredible. That is the Nissan Leaf's first win of the night. Honestly, I think 12 is fine. I don't know. I don't know if I just didn't like the Aston Martin. This one, he just has issues. He just has problems, and I feel like he causes more problems than he fixes. So, here's how we'll do it. We will give these racers, we'll do 5 more races. Whoever is the lowest on that totem pole will be eliminated. We still want to give the new bloods a chance to catch up with some of these higher ranked veterans, but at the same time, we also want to make sure that we're not being too lenient. Absolutely incredible performance, though, from the Nissan Leaf. And what an amazing end to race number 27. We are on race number 28 now. Let's freaking get it. Yeah, let him know he won, for real. That last one was good. That last one was really, really good. Alright, let's get it. The Pink Slips is fine. This one, he has issues, man. He's got some problems. And already really struggling to separate there. Amazing recovery from the Lancer. A huge takedown from 4 different cars there. We are left with 6. We have the Mitsubishi hanging out in the rear there. The Nissan slowly trying to squeeze between the Fiat and the Ford GT. The Fiat not having any of it. And pitted by the Fiat, takes down 2 other cars with him, and the Quattro is down too. We are left with the Roadster and the Ford GT, the 2 top dogs tonight. Straight to max speed. Let's put it on them. And an immediate disqualification. That goes to the Ford GT due to the fact that the Tesla has crossed the line. We have seen a lot of dirty racing from them tonight, and we have just seen that sometimes it just don't pay. So that's going to be the Ford GT's 6th win for the night. My apologies. And that will lead us into race 29. Yeah, we have a 0 tolerance policy for jumping barriers. As soon as that happens, you are out of the race. You are ejected. I don't know how I want to do this series. I think I just wanted an excuse to eliminate somebody. I feel like there were too many drivers on the track and there was like kind of problems getting caused. I don't know. Maybe we'll do like 1 in, 1 out. If that makes sense. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do 1 in, 1 out. So let's hold a vote. I'm going to go ahead and get 3 new racers onto the track. We're going to have the lime green Ford RS2000, the Ford Mustang 69 Boss, and the DeLorean in dark blue. For simplicity's sake, you can just say red, green, blue. Whatever you guys are feeling. If you guys are curious how I know the names of all these cars, I do like cars. And I do know the names of a lot of these by default, but it is also thankfully written on the bottom of the vehicle, so that makes it a little easier to keep track of who is who. So we got, do a quick head count here. I'm fairly certain we're missing somebody. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we're missing someone. Who else is it? I think I know. Yeah, there he is. It's the Lotus! Lotus, you're kind of on the chopping block here, dog. This might be your last race. Yeah, if the Lotus can't pull out a win here, this might be it for the Lotus's career in this series. We might be doing 1 in, 1 out. We got to vote for green. Heck yeah, heck yeah. How's everybody feeling? What are we thinking? We got to vote for green. 20 seconds on the clock. Let me know what you guys are wanting to see. Who do you think? We like the green. Yeah, that's the green RS2000. That is this RS2000's twin brother. They are the exact same car, just 2 different fun colors. But yeah, 2 votes for green. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to green. Welcome to the party, green RS2000. We'll see you 2 later. I don't want to be bullied anymore. The Lotus has had a lot of issues in this series, I think partially because of the fact that it is so light and it is a much more compact vehicle. It's just not really able to maintain pace with the rest of these cars the way that they all can. I mean, I'll do a little roll test here just for you guys can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, immediately falls behind there on the Mitsubishi Lancer. Yeah, it's just that lighter weight, it just cannot quite maintain pace with the other vehicles on the track. It's not really a wheel problem or a length problem. While the lengthier cars have historically performed better, the Tesla Roadster breaks all the rules and somehow seems to always come out on top. But without further delay, let's go ahead and get into race number 29. If the Lotus cannot pull a win here, this will be the last race for the Lotus Emira. Let's get into it. Jumping right to 2 miles an hour now. Racer staying on the track beautifully. And the Lotus is out. That is the end of their career in Hot Wheels racing. An amazing recovery by the Quattro, throwing it in reverse. Quite a few drivers absolutely killing it out here. The Ford GT stuck in a nasty pit there from the RS2000. Both the RS2000s working together with the Silvia, clearly having some kind of pact going on there with them. We're going to 3.0 miles per hour. Tesla Roadster fishtailing a little bit. Crosses that line again. That is another instant disqualification for them. 4 drivers out of this race. The Nissan Leaf reigning supreme there at the front. We got bumper to bumper. The Martin, the Mitsubishi, and the Quattro. Are you hooked on that line? You are hooked on that line. That is an instant disqualification for you, sir. You are out of here. We are left with 4 vehicles on the track now. Sneaky Fiat. I know, he was sneaking. Going to max speed, baby, let's get it. The Quattro really wanting to pull a win here, but it's going to have a hard time constantly getting pushed back between that Lancer and that Aston Martin, and it takes itself out. It just cannot maintain that pace. We are left with the Vantage Quattro and the Leaf. Racers got 60 seconds on the clock to end this race, or we will be going into overtime. Happy to see the Quattro finally kind of pulling it out tonight. They have been having a really hard go of it over these last few days. I'm doing a quick adjustment to the guardrail. They are slowly getting pushed out here. A massive comeback for the Quattro, going right back up to the front. The Aston Martin not able to keep up with that slight adjustment. We had to make a quick adjustment due to the friction of the guardrail being a little too high. You don't want to damage the infrastructure of the track. These racers have 10 seconds to finish this, or we're going into overtime with the Leaf and the Quattro. And the Leaf does yield. That electric battery is just not able to keep up with good old-fashioned gasoline. And that goes to the 87 Audi Quattro. Look at that bad boy. Look at him go. Real shame we saw some dirty play there by the Fiat 500, getting a little too big for their britches. Got to be careful with that starting line. We'll be remembering that for the future. I'll be starting them in the back of the pack from here on. The Quattro does have a tendency to do it as well, but we're going to go ahead and give them the benefit of the doubt today. They have been DQ'd from quite a few races, but our Lotus Elise's career does sadly come to an end today. We'll see you next time. The Lotus finishing out its Hot Wheels career with one race completed, so it's not all bad. They did have a win under their belt. It's perfectly fine. Go for the Leaf and Ashton. You can't beat the Quattro, man. I'm telling you, he's a sleeper. It is a sleeper. The great car park in the sky, I know. Rest in pepperonis. Okay, I feel like I added someone to this list. Yes, the green RS2000. Okay. So, we're back down to 12 cars in the track, 12 cars in the book. Let's get set up for race number 30. Now, races that are a multiple of 10, these races do count as 2 when a car does win them. So if you win race 10, you get 2 points, as if you had won 2 races instead. Not necessarily a career-breaking thing, but it could save you from death, one way or the other. And sorry, by career breaking, I more so meant oh, how do I articulate it? Oh, get everyone lined up here. Not necessarily able to get you to the top, I should say. Like, you know, even if someone random like the Lancer gets on there, that's their only win so far. For someone like the Ford GT or the Roadster, those are big. That really separates them further and further from the pack. So, without further delay, we are on race number 30. Let me make sure we have all racers on the track. We got 4, 8, 12. Yep, all right, we got 12 racers on the track, so let's go ahead and hop into race number 30. This is the big one. Going right to 2 miles per hour. Massive spinouts there. We're going to go ahead and have to do a technical stoppage. Our guardrail has slipped. The RS2000 did go down before the race was called, but that does not matter because that was a technical stoppage. We had some problems with our guardrail and some cars falling under it, so we're going to go ahead and do a quick tightening on that. Having a lot of issues with this left side guardrail tonight. I'm hoping that we can kind of get it ironed out a little bit. And it does look like we're good to go here for our next race. Yeah, that was not the racer's fault. That's just, that's too loose. Okay, we should be good now. Tesla Roadster's like, I don't care, I'm cheating. Immediately jumps to the guardrail. Alright, we'll go all of our racers reset here. No harm, no foul. Technical stoppages do happen. We did pretty good. We did have a single a single technical stoppage until like what? We're 2 hours in now. Yeah, 2 hours 1 minute. All right, let's get it. Back to race number 30. Jumping right back to 2 miles per hour. A massive stall out for the 73 Honda Civic. Does make a recovery though. Quite a few cars go down here. 5 cars off the track, followed by the RS 2000. Nasty spin out. The Quattro is disqualified for going over the rail. We are left with none other than the Vantage and the Roadster. Let's go ahead and go straight to max speed to see how this ends. Racers have, I'm going to dial it back a little bit. They got 40 seconds on the clock to end this race, or we will be going into overtime. Oh, I didn't even see it. You blink, you miss it. And that does go to the Tesla Roadster once again. The Tesla Roadster taking another fat W tonight, absolutely dominating this series. This is the Tesla Roadster's, gosh, what are we on? 5, 6, 7. That is number 8. That is win number. It is that won 8 out of 30 races tonight. That is, well, I guess it technically would be 7 because it did win a multiple. Sorry, that's 9. I forgot. It gets 2. The Tesla Roadster again, just keeping that gap moving between it and all the other racers. So hard to keep up with. It has been such a force of nature tonight to compete with. But that is the end of race number 30. Let's get set up for 31. So let's talk about the next to be eliminated. Our losers on the board. The next up on the chopping block is most likely going to be the Mitsubishi Lancer, which sucks. That is probably one of my favorite vehicles as far as like Hot Wheels racing is concerned. Right, let's get everybody set up on that starting line. Get them rearing and ready to go. Yeah, the Mitsubishi Lancer being the 3rd edition tonight still has not managed to pull a win out yet. So this will be the deciding factor on the Lancer's career. We might very well be down a yellow car if they cannot make a miracle happen tonight. Now that said, I think a cool rule to implement would be if a car can win on its potentially disqualifying race, then it should have total immunity for the rest of the series. And if we have to increase the car cap, then so be it. That could be a fun, like, all right, here's the stakes. You know, do you get grandfathered in? Do you get tenure? Do you get Hot Wheel tenure? Trouble with racers like Tesla, they learn how to cheat once. Yep, the Tesla's a dirty cheater, man. He knows all the tricks. All right, 12 cars in the books. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 12 cars on the track. Let's get it. Race number 31. Excuse me. Jumping right to 2.3. Don't give him any time to breathe. Massive car piles out. We are out 5 cars, and that is a technical stoppage. The left side rail has once again become too heavily weighed. The Tesla Roadster saved by the bell because of our technical stoppage. We need to make another quick adjustment to this left side railing. We're going to have to tighten it up a little bit more again. Very surprising we're having so many issues with it tonight. That is getting very tight on the track. I don't want to damage anything potentially. Alright, all racers are reset. The Tesla Roadster's luck just does not seem to run out tonight, does it, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to 2.2, 2.3, and all other drivers take themselves out, leaving us with the one, the only, the Fiat 500. Had to double check there to make sure it wasn't cheating. Otherwise, that would have been like probably the biggest clusters of races. That is the 4th win tonight for the Fiat 500e. Really, really killing it. Come out swinging here. And that is the end of the career for the Mitsubishi Lancer. Very sad to see him go. Very cool looking car. We're going to do race number 32 next without any new additions. After that, let's get some new blood on the track, shall we? So we're about to have 11 cars on the track, 11 in the book. Let's get all set up. I'm sticking you in the rear because you're a little sneaky there, Fiat. That's all I'm saying. You get a little sneaky. Absolutely smitten though with the Tesla Roadster. It has been such a heavy hitter tonight. I think part of its success too is the balance of the vehicle. It feels very well balanced when you're kind of just looking at the body. It's very perfectly symmetrical. The only, again, really offset in weight is the tiny little bit of plastic for that steering wheel and the cabin. But again, we're talking like fractions of weight here. But in Hot Wheels racing, you never know. Everything matters. I definitely think we're missing somebody. No? Do we have 11 cars on the track? Am I tripping? No, we only have 9 cars on the track. We're missing 2 people. There are 2 drivers on strike wanting better living conditions for them and their cars. And I'm here to tell you, ladies and germs, I will not be having it. I will not be having it in my good Christian Hot Wheels racing streams. The Ford GT in a very precarious spot here. He could not have gotten himself in a worse spot if he tried. Wow, how the freak did you get in there? It would not be a Hot Wheels stream if you guys did not get to see me struggle at least a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Woo. Doing a little floor parkour. Alright. We're all set. Let's get it. Alright. We are on race 30-something. 32. Right? I think we just did 32. Pretty sure we just did 32. I'm going to say we did 32 already. Alright, let's get it. Race number 33. Going right to 2.3. And down goes both RS2000s. Massive car spins out here. And the Nissan Leaf does take the victory in probably under 10 seconds. That was an incredible win for the Leaf. And an incredible win for the environment as well. Okay, on to the next. So, for all our folks hanging out in the chat this evening, hey, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And B, we are going to put our 4 last new drivers on the track. These are the last 4 I actually own that are track compatible. Let me know what you guys think. We have the 69 Mustang, the Fantasy 212, the DeLorean, and the BMW that is currently has a cat hair on it. Or if you would like to say red, light blue, dark blue, or orange is also easier. That's spelling out the crazy names that these cars have. Absolutely incredible with the staying power tonight, though, of the Fiat 500. Genuinely just so impressed with their performance tonight. Definitely thought they would have been one of the first victims of the elimination policy that we have been running tonight to weed out the fakes, the phonies, those that do not belong in Hot Wheels Racing number 3. Alright, 11 cars on the track. Let me double check here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're missing one. Alright, where are you? Where are you hiding? Ah, it's the green RS2000. I found him. Alrighty. What do we hear? What do we say? We got dark blue. Hey Lily, over on the YouTube. How are ya? Alright, we gotta vote for the dark blue. I'm happy with it. Let's get the DeLorean involved here. We're gonna set our other three boys off to the side. And let's start race number 34. Let's get it. And a massive car pileup right in the first few seconds of this bout, leaving only 5 cars on the track. We're going to 2.3. Just a big clump of guys going down there. Green RS 2000 really fishtailing here. And a proper spin out from him, followed by the DeLorean. A beautiful recovery attempt, though. You got to give credit where credit's due. We are left with our red RS 2000, the Tesla Roadster, and the Koenigsegg Gemera. Let's turn the heat right to max at 4 miles per hour. Let's see how we do. A little bit of fishtailing going on now from the RS 2000 with a full spin out. The Tesla Roadster says, nah, fam, I'm good. Giving it to the Koenigsegg Gemera. The Koenigsegg Gemera finally getting its second race, its second win of the evening. And if you ask me, it's about damn time. I do find it funny that they kind of get themselves like hooked on the railings. As long as they don't go over it, I'm cool with it, because they kind of can't help it. All right, and that is the end of race 34. Let's get all set for race 35. DeLorean, woo! You gotta give credit where credit was due, though. For the DeLorean, even though they did have a right nasty crash out, they did still, at the end of the day, make a beautiful attempt by throwing it in reverse there for that recovery, but they couldn't quite get it. I think once we get our bungee cables and we're able to offset the weight of this treadmill by about another 1.5 inches, I think we'll start to see a little bit better performance from all of our drivers here. But until then, it's going to be mayhem. It's going to be chaos. There will be car shed on the track. Let me go ahead and get him marked down in my notebook here. Number 15, DeLorean. And let's see, we should have 12 cars on the track. I don't think we have 12, though. 4, 8, 11. We're missing one guy. Oh, there he is. He was hiding under my leg. He was like, okay, maybe if I sit here and hide, he won't notice me. Very rough performance tonight, though, I gotta admit. From the Green RS 2000, he's had a very rough night tonight. But without delay, let's go ahead and jump into race number 35. Jumping right to 2.3. We like getting into the action. 2.5 early. And a gargantuan car spin out. The Audi Quattro somehow surviving an absolute cluster of vehicles going down on this track. And that is an end to race number 35 going to the Audi Quattro. That is actually the Quattro's. That's their second one of the night. I don't know why I have it only marked as one. I know it's won twice for a fact. Alright, congratulations to the Audi Quattro with a beautiful reversal recovery there too. Just such a crazy crash out there. But that's how she goes in Hot Wheel racing, baby. So, let's get into race number... I believe we're on 37 now. Y'all, I'm so tired. I got a job interview tomorrow, y'all. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. I did a crash diet. The most fun thing I've eaten in the last week was some Parmesan cheese. But yeah, I was on a proper crash diet. Basically just a super rapid form of ketosis, and I've lost an insane amount of weight in like 8 days. So I went from a high of like 278 down to a low of 259. I managed to clock myself at 259.1 this morning, and man, was that exciting. But I know it's different for guys than it is for gals. I know everybody's body's different, but man, does it feel good from being able to very quickly start wearing some clothes you haven't been able to wear in a minute. So that was very, very exciting for me. The carnage, indeed. Yeah, we just love self-improvement too in general. You gotta be able to live, laugh, love in your own body. So we got 12 cars on the books. We got, I think we're missing some. Hold on, pause. We're missing somebody. Oh snap! Who is it? Who's hiding? Who's going on strike? Am I tripping? Can I just not count? So, 6, 7, 8. No, I can't. I just can't count. I think. Y'all, am I losing my mind? Yeah, no, everybody's there. Okay, I'm just tripping. All right, cool. Race 37, ladies and germs. Let's get it. And we are off to the races with an almost massive car pileup and amazing recoveries here, resulting in only 2, potentially 3 cars going down here. An insane recovery there by the Aston Martin. Just kidding. I spoke too soon. They are out of here, and we're going to 2.9 miles per hour. That is, we do have a hook here from the Tesla Roadster. I think that was my fault, so I'm just going to give him a little nudge. And that has taken out almost everyone in the race. Gosh darn it. With a nasty spin out for the Nissan Leaf. Now the Koenigsegg and the Ford GT both battling it out. The Ford GT in reverse. We're going to 4 miles per hour. The Tesla Roadster really said, if I can't cheat, then I'm not racing. And the Koenigsegg does take the gold due to a foul by the Ford GT. They have gone over the stop line. The Koenigsegg takes its 3rd win tonight on race 37. So let's get set up for race number 38, shall we? How are you guys feeling? What's your favorite car? What's a car you guys think has not been performing well tonight? Do you think anyone should be eliminated? Do you think any losers should get a shot at redemption? We can also have a King of the Losers race. That's how I like to do redemption bouts. I like to have a race of just the loser cars. Whoever wins is allowed another shot to race a few more times in Hot Wheel Racing number 3. What are you guys thinking? Do you got a favorite? Do you just hate a certain car? I know most people here would say they hate the Roadster because they are just such a dirty racer. They were caught cheating that last race, and I was like, you know, that might have been my fault. I might have nudged them on that line a little bit. And I took them off of there, and they said, no, absolutely not. And they threw the entire race along with 3 other people down the well. Just such a dirty racer, but that is Hot Wheel Racing at the end of the day. You get love, you got drama, you got carnage. All right, so 12 cars in the journal. We got 12 cars in the track. Let's get it. Race number 38 we're coming into next. Let's get it. Race number 38. .3 miles per hour. Here comes the big car pile up. 3 cars off the track, followed by another 4, possibly 5, I can't count. The Tesla Roadster almost going over that starting line again with an amazing recovery after that little back and forth with that green RS2000. The Sylvia really wanting to pull it together here. They have not gotten a single win this race since their addition. We're going to max speed. We got 40 seconds on the clock to make these racers make a play. If they cannot, and it's Sylvia with a massive speed out. That is such a shame for the Sylvia. The Tesla Roadster hanging on for dear life in reverse. A huge endurance test between the 2 of these guys right now. They have 15 seconds on the clock. to wait it out until we will go into overtime for race number 38. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not sure if it's somewhere I want to work. We're going to go ahead and put a stop to that race. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's really somewhere I want to work, but it's going to be interesting nonetheless. So, first things first, let me get the music rolling again here, y'all. Then we will get started with the overtime race of race number 38. Now, the rules for overtime are fairly simple. The racers get 60 seconds on the clock, and as soon as we hit max speed, they get those 60 seconds. And if they are still both on the track at the end of those 60 seconds, whoever is further up on the track will be the winner for overtime. All right, let's get into it. Overtime for race number 38. Going straight to max speed. Vantage immediately trying to settle there on that left side. Very smart play, and the Tesla Roadster does give it to them after a proper spin out. The Pink Slips, the king of just hanging off to the side and getting free wins. That is the 7th win tonight for the Aston Martin Pink Slips. If you can believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, this was once on the loser bench. And speaking of the loser bench, let's go ahead and pull all of our good cars out of the mix so they don't get mixed up. And let's have a king of the losers race. Let's do it. Let's give somebody a shot at redemption. All racers settled in here. Let me go ahead and pull the rest of these guys off to the side so they don't get mixed up with the riffraff. I should do Hot Wheels car collision ASMR. Just is this doing anything for you guys? Make sure I got 4. Yeah, there I go, missing somebody again. Oh, someone's always missing. Oh, nope, everyone's there. Okay, I just can't count. Alright, let's get it. King of the losers. Let's see how this goes. We're going to start them off nice and slow. Let them get their bearing. Give them a shot here to get it together. We're jumping to 1.5. And as we can see here, the struggle really starts to show. Now, they did manage to get stuck there. The Evo goes down with all the other ones. We are only at 1.5 miles per hour, and these two cars are absolutely struggling to maintain that pace. We're just going to go ahead and go to 2.9. Going to 4. And that is going to be a technical stoppage, because I think we're actually fully... Yeah, we had in almost fully hook for the Dodge Challenger. That went about as bad as I expected it to, but the Dodge Challenger is still technically the winner here tonight. So I'm just going to go ahead and give him a shot. We're going to go ahead and allow him back into the league. Let him come off the bench warmer for a minute. And we'll see how he does. This is more of a trial period with the Challenger, because especially with the Knight Rider and the Challenger, again, both very, very heavy cars, we've seen them put a lot of stress on the track itself, and we don't want that. We don't want to potentially put anything in danger of getting damaged and potentially creating future problems for our racers. I feel like I'm definitely missing a loser here. Ugh. Yeah, we're missing the Knight Rider. I have no idea where Knight Rider went. Oh, there he is. Okay. I guess it's also nicer to have like a certain amount of cars in the mix, not just like a Gorillion Hot Wheels in a box, because I kind of know who is who. Oh man. Whew, I'm getting tired. Oh, I'm getting tired. It's my bedtime, y'all. There's down Rosalie. Oh man, but the show must go on, ladies and germs. Let's see, we're coming up on race number 39 next. We'll get the racers to the starting line. I don't think I have ever been as productive today as I have been in a very, very long time. I have gotten so much stuff done today, it's not even funny. I am sad last night, we did unfortunately lose 2v8 on Dead by Daylight, so no more 2v8 sadly, but that's life. C'est la vie. So we should have 13 cars on the track. So 13 cars, alright, let's get it. Let's start race number 39, shall we? And we're jumping straight into the heat, going at 2.5, 2.6. And quite a car pile up out of there. The Dodge Challenger pushing the Aston Martin off with not a care in the world. The Ford GT just on their normal Sunday drive, and that is it for this race. The victory goes to the Ford GT for race number 39. Now we're coming up on a big milestone race, ladies and germs. We are on race number 40 now. If you've been paying attention, you'll know, and if you haven't, that's okay. But races that are the multiple of 10 will be worth double of what a normal race will be. So it will be as if they won 2 races instead of 1. So the Dodge Challenger really preferring that right side. So we're gonna make him work for it. Same with the Ford GT, the Challenger preferring that left side. The Ford GT on the right. So again, we don't like to put cars where they tend to go. We like to put them in spots where they're gonna fight. They're going to want to push each other out of the way to get to where they want to be. Oh, I'm fading, y'all. I think once the 3-hour hits, I might be toast. I'm sad we didn't get to do a more comprehensive test than just kind of like a fun league activity, but I kind of liked what we were going for here. I feel like this is a very fun Hot Wheels stream. I'm very glad everyone got to tune in to see it tonight. I'm having a really good time with you guys. Okay, let's see here. Okay, if we're going to put the Challenger on the track again, I need to at least treat it like it's a serious competitor. So, number 16. Challenger. So, the next up on the chopping block, we're going to give it one more race. After races 40 is done, we're going to do race 41. That is going to be the deciding factor. If the Nissan Silvia cannot pull a win here on race 41 or race 40, they are done. They will be ejected from the league. Oh, thank you for linking the YouTube. Yeah, if anyone over on the Twitch or the YouTube, if you guys are worried that you might have missed some of the stream, or you're worried you missed all of the stream or whatever, worry not. Everything is saved on the VODs. All of that can be found over at my YouTube channel at youtube.com/ForsakenFritos. Check me on out over there. We got lots of fun stuff going on. So, 13 cars in the books, 13 cars in the track, so let's double check that. We got 4, 8, 12, 13. Race 40, ladies and germs. This is a big one. Jumping right to 2.4. Massive car spin outs right in the very beginning. Quite a lot of bouncing off the rails, and we have a technical stoppage there. We have cars that have gone under the railing. The Dodge Challenger falling at the end, but saved by the bell due to a car pileup under that right side bearing. So we're going to get everybody reset here for race number 40. As fun as it is to embrace the chaos of these technical stoppages, we just don't want to risk any damage to the track or to our cars. Unnecessarily, of course. Sending it back to 2.5. The Tesla Roadster within a beautiful recovery, but could not quite bring it back. And that is the Silvia out, all ready for this race. We are left with the RS2000, the Leaf, and the Nissan. Yeah, can y'all tell I'm tired? The Aston Martin pink slips. We're just going to send it right to 4 miles per hour. 40 seconds on the clock. Let's see what happens. little bit of fishtailing from the RS2000 there. Oh, slow it down. Oh, slow it down. Racers have 20 seconds left on the clock to finish this race, or we are going into overtime for race number 40. And that is it. We are putting a stop to it. As long as everybody can stay on the track, as soon as the track actually stops, we will be going into overtime for race number 40. Hell yeah. Let me get some music going again here. And, oh, wow, it's still going. Okay, it was just quiet. I'll still restart it. Oh, how are we doing? How are we feeling? Everyone having a good time? I know our drivers aren't. You know, despite being in the loser box for this long, the Challenger did kind of come out swinging. They have not done bad this series. All right, so the Aston Martin preferring that left side. We're going to put him on the right. Same with these two. They're going to have to fight each other for their positions, so that way it's not an easy race for anybody. Let's get into the OT. Jump right to 4 miles per hour. Aston Martin immediately finding that left side, but the RS2000 struggling to maintain pacing here. They all kind of found their spot early on. So we got 60 seconds on the clock. If they cannot decide a winner between themselves, we will be giving it to the Aston Martin pink slips. Let's see how it goes. Hi, baby. Racers have 20 seconds on the clock, and this might still go to the Aston Martin. And that's it. The Aston Martin does take the gold. Y'all, I might be toast. I think that's the last one. I don't think I can go another, 20 minutes? Yeah, I'm so tired. My throat is so tired. That was such a fun stream, though. Let's go ahead and tally up the races. We're going to stop on race number 40 here. Incredible displays tonight from all these drivers. I'm looking forward to getting up to Home Depot and getting some bungees installed on this track. We did have some technical stoppages tonight with the yarn guardrails. Granted, that is fairly common for this track. It's not uncommon. But I would like to see them stop sticking as soon as they get, yeah, because you can just like, you know what I mean? They just get stuck there. So we're going to go ahead and tally up. That was 2 for the Aston Martin. And that's going to come out there. All right, yeah, let's tally up our count here. So the Tesla Roadster came in with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here, I'll put my I'll line the cars up by score here so we can do a little roundup. Final scores, ladies and germs, final scores. So we got the Tesla Roadster at 5, 6, 7, 8. The Tesla Roadster has won 8 points worth of races, currently putting him in the top. The Fiat 500 at 4. So we'll do everything one to the left is the lower. The Lotus, after having been eliminated, is at 1. The Honda Civic Custom, we'll just do like a little roundup of everybody. The Honda Civic Custom having 2 races this game. I'll just go ahead and put the Lotus here as well. Followed by the Aston Martin Pink Slips. Let's tally up that score. That's quite a few marks there I gave him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Aston Martin Pink Slips beats the Tesla Roadster by 1 point. Absolutely incredible for them. The Aston Martin Hot Wheels edition, no scores tonight, unfortunately. They are staying on the loser box. Same with the Lancer Evo. Such a shame to see a performance like that from these two cars. The Ford GT with an absolutely dominating performance tonight. Let's see how he did. With a score of 7, tying him with the Tesla Roadster. And let's see what else we got. The Dodge Challenger didn't really count. He was just coming out for funsies. The DeLorean, sadly, not much of a score tonight, but again, with the Audi Quattro, that got to both of the RS2000s couldn't really score. Our boys right here, sadly, they didn't do bad tonight. There just wasn't a lot of time in the race that they had to interact. The Koenigsegg with 3, the Leaf with 2. The Leaf absolutely killing it tonight on that track. The Nissan Silvia, this was, I mean, they didn't win that race. They probably weren't winning the next one. They were pretty much done at that point. Very sad to see them go, but again, that's life out here on the Hot Wheels track. That's going to have to do it, though. I think we're pretty much done. That was the score roundup. You guys can see my extremely chaotic markings in this journal. Thank you guys so much for watching. That was so much freaking fun. We're going to go ahead and find someone to raid out to over here on the Twitch, and I am going to go to bed. I have been busy. Oh my gosh, have I been busy. Let's see here. I don't know who any of these people are. Oh no, I hate not knowing who I'm reading. Difto TV. I don't know who that is, but we're gonna raid them. Apparently I follow them. Hell yeah. Oh, I think I remember this guy. We are unable to raid him at this time. Uh-oh. Oh, that's awkward. We'll raid Shino. I also don't know who that is. Let's do it. Let's raid on over. Oh, we only got 2 people. That's fine. Yeah, we're just not gonna raid out. Okay. Yeah, no, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm sorry, I'm like, yeah, we'll just raid out, and I'm like, oh, there's no one on Twitch, it's fine. Thanks to my YouTube peeps, I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. I know I did. I had such a good time. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with me this evening, and interacting, voting on your cars and whatnot. If you guys know any cars that you would want to see me go out and pick up, just leave a comment on the VOD whenever it's up, and I hope you guys have a